doing the counter thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Great. So yeah, early morning, Ila, I know. Over here it's 12:30ish of the afternoon, so I'm already entering into the afternoon zone of our place. So yeah, Ila, I can quickly introduce myself. So my name is Rijul, and I work in Adobe, which is a company that takes care of Lightroom, Photoshop, PDF Reader, and everything. That's my professional front, but yes, I'm also keen on, photography, traveling, gardening, and some of those areas. And of course, as I'm not traveling quite often, so I try to, connect with folks around different places and just to, take their experiences, how are things going on at their end, and if they are traveling, what places they really liked, how are things, and so on. So just to build the network and learn about those people and also the places they have visited as well. So that's all about me, Ela. But a quick intro from your end, where you from, what you do, and what you like. Yeah,
Yes, of course. Thank you for your introduction first. Yeah, I'm Ila, or my whole name is Ilaria, but Ila is totally fine. I am living close to Stuttgart in Germany. I work here as a full-time project manager in a consulting company. That's also my professional side, I would say. But next to that, I also have an Instagram travel blog, mostly on Italy, because my mom is from Germany, but my dad's from Italy. So I have
nice.
yeah, roots from both countries. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I also chose Italy and also like to travel Italy. Yeah, I've been there, I don't know how many times. I mean, because I still have, sorry, because I still have family there. We travel there at least once a year, but I think this year I've already been there 3 times. So yeah, I really
Lovely.
like the country, but also traveling other countries, of course. I mean, it's, I think it's great to experience other cultures, see other places, the architecture, the food. I love it. So yeah,
Definitely. And I think that's
yeah,
why your Instagram page is around Italy as mid-budget Italy traveler, right? So I guess that's what you are currently focusing upon. Yeah. And I thought
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
you
mid-budget
you
Italy
are
traveler
from.
because,
Mhm. No, no, go
oh,
ahead, go
good.
ahead, go
Ask
ahead.
your question.
I
I
was just saying,
said I chose Italy because of my family there, because I've traveled there. So I think our connection
I
is
think there's
not
a
really
lag,
good.
but it's fine. Ela, you go ahead first.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think there's a couple of seconds of lag. Yeah,
yeah. Uh, I just said I chose Italy because of my family, because I like traveling there and I also love to show people the culture and the places in
yes,
Italy. And also, yeah, mid-budget, because I usually travel mid-budget. Since I have a job, 9 to 5 job, I like to show how people can get around those places with a 9 to 5 job and yes, have the mid-budget things because we don't have to stay in hostels because we have a job, but it's also not the luxury thing.
definitely. And I guess most of us do prefer to have a mid-budget so that, as you said, we don't need to stay in hostels or something like that, but also around where we can have like good amenities, but still make our budget friendly. I mean, it's not taking a dig on your finances, but still you are living comfortably and traveling comfortably and making sure you're enjoying everything around that place basically. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
totally agreed. And I was just saying, I was going through your account, right? Your Instagram account, and I could see all of those reels were from Italy, and I thought, even though you are from Germany, but currently you are residing in one of the cities of Italy. So that's why I thought you're focusing on Italy. But good to know. I mean, you are traveling quite often in that country and enjoying a lot, right? So, and I'm
Yeah.
quite jealous of you because Italy Italy was my first international country to travel, and I have been twice. Even though I'm in India, I have been to Italy twice. One as a solo traveling experience with that, and second one with my wife. So, yeah, I mean, I can totally correlate with you how close Italy and their culture and everything can be with your heart. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we are on the same page on that. Great. So yeah, I think we can start with the questions, right? So I know you already mentioned which place you really like the most, but just for everyone's sakes, if you want to pick one of the best location you have traveled and or a place that has took your heart, which place would that be?
Yeah, that's a tough question because I've been to so many beautiful places and all of them had something I really liked. But yeah, so I picked a country or a city which I have been to this year, which I really liked. And this is Rome in Italy, of course. I've been there actually the second time this year, but I think just the city, the vibe, everything, I don't know, for me, it's really special.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, both the times I had been to Rome like for just for 1.5 days only because due to my itinerary and my travel plan, I couldn't spend good number of days over there. But yes, the architecture, the history, and that the skyline of Rome is, I think it's very intriguing, right? I mean, it definitely takes your mind and heart, and you just keep on staring those places, those structures, and you can spend good amount of day over there. Yeah,
Definitely. I've been there 4 days this time, and
interesting.
we've seen so much, and we could have seen probably so much more. Each day we walked so many steps because we were always like, okay, let's go to this place. But when we walked there, we were always like, oh, this corner looks interesting. Let's go there. And then we just like, it took us 2 hours to get to the spot we wanted to go first because we saw so much stuff in between. That's the
Huh?
thing I like about the city. You can just like walk the streets, explore, and
Yes.
you will see something interesting at every corner.
Definitely. So you have been to Rome, I think, twice, right, Ila?
Yes.
So when you traveled at the very first time, and when you, let's say, landed in Rome and you started exploring, what was the very first thing that, captured your eye, and you were like astonished that, hey, what exactly is this? Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So the first time was 10 years ago. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was quite a long time ago. But the thing I still remember was actually the Vatican because we
Uh,
stayed close to
yeah.
the Vatican, and yeah, it was I think also the first day we went to the St. Peter's Basilica. We went inside and also up the dome, and I think that's a special place everybody should go. I mean, it costs nothing to enter the St. Peter's Basilica, but when you're inside, right at the exit, like, yeah, you can get the tickets there to go up the dome. And I think it's so special to go up there and see the Vatican and from above, but also the rest of Rome. So you really get a really, really good view over the
Hmm.
city. So this is a
Yeah, I
really
think.
special place, I think.
Yeah, from that point, you could definitely see the complete sort of skyline of Rome till it's getting extended, right? And I think the view would have
Yeah.
been really amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can also see the garden from the Vatican where you usually are not allowed to enter, but you see it from above and
Hmm.
it's really cool.
Got it. And going back to the Rome, right? I mean, when you first visited, or when you have been to that place or that city twice or something like that, how did you like the vibe or energy? I mean, around the locals, around different places around it. So how was the vibe, or let's say the energy around it? Yeah.
I think it was really vibrant. I mean, we've been there this time in, I think it was May. Last time I've also been there around the same time.
Hmm.
So, I mean, it's already quite warm. You can walk there
Yes.
easily with like t-shirt, shorts and stuff. And I like
Yeah.
that really much. Also at
Yeah.
night, it's no problem to walk around with like short stuff. So, that's something I really enjoy. But also everybody is outside enjoying the company with others, with friends, with family, going to restaurants, enjoying good meals, having an aperitivo. Also, Trastevere is really nice. There, each night you can go dancing there because somebody is playing some music. And
Yeah.
I think it's really nice that everybody is just so open and enjoying life.
Yeah, and I guess at the end they are all happy to be there, right? I mean,
Yeah,
nobody
yeah,
is stressed out, unlike we are, some other places we have been, I guess,
yeah,
yeah, or maybe in our own
yeah,
place where we are living. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, Rome can be really chaotic with like traffic and all that kind of stuff. And, but still, I don't know, I have the feeling that everybody is kind of laid back and it's like just, yeah, living their life, enjoying it, being
yeah,
happy, even though there might be something bad happening, but still
correct,
the overall vibe is like really friendly, open, happy.
totally, totally. Good to know. And for Rome, Ila, what top locations you can recommend? I know I mentioned it over the chat as well. So what top attractions? I know we talked
Mm.
about Vatican, but apart from that, any major attractions you can recommend us?
Yeah, I mean, Rome has a lot of them, but something I would really recommend visiting is the Roman Forum. To see just the old Rome, just go there really early, right when it opens.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah, yeah,
that's one thing about Rome. It doesn't matter when you visit, it's probably always full. There will always be tourists. It doesn't matter if you
yeah,
go in summer or in winter, but still there are some things and it's still worth to visit. You just have to know how to get a little bit around the big crowds. So Roman Forum is
yeah.
something that you definitely should visit, but right in the
Mm-hmm.
morning. And afterwards you can go to the Colosseum because it's right next to it. And that's something that you should have seen at least from the outside. But I mean, if you get tickets to the Roman Forum, you also have a ticket to the Colosseum. It's like a combined ticket.
Okay,
So,
okay.
I mean, you can see both. I mean, from the inside, it's really crowded. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
know that, but still worth to see it at least one time. Then the Pantheon, I think, is really something that you should visit. And
Yeah.
also close to the Pantheon, you have Piazza Navona. Underneath Piazza Navona, there's also an old Roman arena, which is really cool to see the ruins of the arena.
Okay.
Not many people know that. That's why I'm saying
Yes.
it.
I didn't know, so I'm one of them.
Yeah, it's really cool to see. And they have also like an audio guide where they tell you something about history of the arena, so it's really nice.
Uh-huh.
Um, one other thing, of course, Vatican we said already, and next to the Vatican you have the Castel San Angelo,
Yeah,
which is also really cool to see. Yeah, there are many more. I
I
can go
know,
on.
I know. Yeah, yeah. Correct. And these are like, the top attractions I know, and they are quite mesmerizing as well. But were you able to encounter some areas or opportunity which are like lesser known to the world or something like off-beaten paths where, as you mentioned, one of the place to me, right? Any other options you can mention which is like off-beaten, people might not know, and it can help us around here?
Yeah. So if you're in Rome for a couple of days, which I would recommend as well, I would take actually the metro to Ostiense. It's a district a little bit outside of the city center, and
Uh-huh.
there you have the Cathedral San Paolo Fiori delle Mura. It's a huge church. It's actually the main church of Rome. Some people think that it's the St. Peter's Basilica, the main church of Rome, but the St.
Yeah,
Peter's Basilica
yeah,
is Vatican City, so it's a different city.
yeah.
So
Correct.
in Ostiense, you actually find the main church of Rome.
Mm.
It's yeah, not many people know about it, but it's really, really beautiful. The decorations and all the kind of stuff they have there, it's really mesmerizing. And the good thing is, like, not many tourists are there. You basically stand in this massive church on your own.
Mm-hmm.
And the feeling you get there is absolutely, I can't describe it. For me, it was
Amazing.
actually the last time I visited, that was the best thing about the trip because you have like such a beautiful place
Yeah.
to your own.
And it gets stuck with your memory as permanently, right? I mean, if you experience such a moment or something like that where you encounter such a majestic place and you are just few of the people who are there, so you're able
Yeah,
to capture more depth of it, and I think you're able to connect more, I guess. I mean, you're not in a
definitely.
rush. You're not
Yeah,
in a rush. You're taking your
not a
own
rush at all.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
amazing,
and it's
good to know. Yeah.
also free. You can go there. The entrance is free.
Okay.
The only thing is that you have to like to cover your shoulders and knees. They
Yeah.
look after that, but I mean, it's okay. It's a church,
Yeah.
so yeah. But it's totally worth to go there.
Good to know. Good to know. Great, Ela. Any other place, or maybe we can move to the next part?
One I've already said the arena underneath Piazza Navona,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
And also if somebody is really into architecture, they can go to the EUR district. It's
Mm-hmm.
also a district a little bit outside, but they have a lot of architecture buildings. So they're also really nice to look at if somebody's into
Mm,
that.
interesting. And you're talking like more like a local, not as a traveler, that hey, there is an arena and there is a region where you can just go there and have a good time. So I think you
Yeah,
have spent good amount of time in Rome for sure.
I do.
Yeah.
But also some of my family, they actually live there right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So you have a great help then. I guess you might be knowing Italian as well, right? I mean, have you learned Italian as well?
I've learned a bit, but since my dad was always working when I was a child, I'm not fluent in it. I can understand a lot. I also can talk a bit, but I'm not fluent. But currently also am studying more Italian to get better at it. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice. Feel free to share some advice from where I can also start learning Italian. I mean, I've tried a lot through online courses, but maybe it's just that I'm not regular on that. But if you have something more to share, let me know.
yeah, I'm just doing Duolingo right now because it's just like
I
getting the
started there.
vocabulary.
Yeah, I started there. I think
Yeah, I
I
think
went to level 4 or 8. I'm not sure. But yeah, I spent good
yeah,
time on Duolingo. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I do it now for 2 weeks, so it's not too long. But I think it's really good to learn some vocabulary and just to stay into it. And the thing is, with work and all the kind of stuff that's going on, I don't have that much time to do it. So Duolingo is a really good option for me because I can
Yeah.
just do it like 10, 15 minutes a day and I'm staying in
Mm.
the language.
I
Yeah.
think I need to revisit Duolingo again, just to refresh and start from the scratch on that part.
Yeah.
Good, good, great. Yeah. And next thing that's on my mind is the food options. I mean, are there any food recommendations that you can share, and what you really liked in terms of food in Rome?
So Rome has a lot of restaurants you can go to. It really, I don't know, you can probably yeah, it's hard to choose because there's so many good options. Really good restaurants you have in the area of Trastevere. There, for example, is the Osteria da Zio Umberto. It's a really traditional Roman food trattoria. Yeah, it's really, really good. We've been
Mm-hmm.
there one night also with my family. They joined to
Mm-hmm.
go out there. I would recommend do a reservation there. You can just call them and book a table. If you just go there, which many tourists do, they just stand in line and wait and wait and wait.
Mm.
But you can do a reservation. So this is really good. Another thing, even though it's really popular, and I thought, I'm not sure, it's just a hype on Instagram or something, but
Mm-hmm.
it's really good. It's All'Antico Vinaio, the panini shop. You've probably seen it all over Instagram, but it's actually worth the hype. They're really good paninis. They do it fresh for you. I mean, you have to also stand in line for about, I think ours was 20 minutes,
Okay.
but it's totally worth it. Other than that, we had good pizza in the area close to Monti, or it's
Okay.
between Monti and the central station. It's called
Okay.
L'Angelo di Napoli. Also
Mm-hmm.
really good pizza from Napoli. So the
Napoli.
one
Yeah,
with
yeah, I was about to say
the I don't know how you say it, the fluffy,
that white
the
cream or
thick. I don't know how to explain it actually.
I got it. I might have seen. Is it like
Yeah,
a white paste? They put it on a slice and then they fold it or something, or
they
maybe
can
no.
yeah you can follow it, but no, it's just the type of pizza from Napoli. There's like pizza which is like really flat, and then there's the pizza with like a thick crust.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
outside, yeah, crust, yeah.
yeah.
So
Got it.
yeah, this one is really good. If you want to have a quick lunch, there's Pasta Eat. They like make the pasta fresh for you. You can choose which type of pasta you want, which
Mm-hmm.
sauce you want, and they do it pretty fast, and it's really good. Yeah. Then I don't know. One thing that's also really hyped on Instagram is Nannarella or Tonnarello. We've been to Nannarella, and I don't know. It was good pasta, but it was like not the best pasta for me. So I
Hmm.
don't know. It's really hyped. The line is also pretty long when you go there. And
Okay.
I think they actually have 3 restaurants in the area of Trastevere, and they have the
Oh,
same
okay.
menu,
Okay.
and all of them are full, and a lot of people wait in line for a long time. I don't know. For me, it wasn't worth the hype. It was okay. It was good pasta. You can eat it,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't for me like a really special pasta.
Hmm. Got it. But
Yeah.
see, it's good to know that where we need to go and where we need to prioritize other places as well, right? So
Yeah.
thanks for sharing that. Yeah. Um. Another thing I wanted to check, Ela, is, were there any particular challenges or let's say obstacles you faced during your stay in Rome? Maybe during your first day or during your second time? Any obstacles or challenges you might have seen or encountered?
So, yeah, the bus system is for me a bit weird. And that's actually how we ended up in the EOR district because we took the wrong
Okay.
bus. I mean, I
Okay.
knew about the district, but I thought because it's so outside of the city, we don't have time to go there. But then we
Yeah.
ended up taking the wrong bus. We wanted to go back to
Mm-hmm.
the city center, and then we ended up going to the EOR district, and we didn't notice until we were there. It's like, okay, that was the wrong direction, because when
Mm-hmm.
you read the bus signs in Rome, on the top, they do not write the name where they're going with the bus. They write where they come from, and we did not know that.
Okay.
So
It's from, not
we
to. Okay. Got it.
yeah, and we thought it okay. There's like saying okay, city center. I'm not sure if it's like written there, but it was something where we wanted to go, and I was like, okay, that's the right bus. We're on the right side, but they actually came from that direction, and
So you
to
were
be
going to
honest,
the opposite direction, not
yeah,
towards it, but opposite of it.
yeah, yeah. That's I think that's something that people should know. The name on the top of the bus is like where they come from, like on the sign, not the bus exactly, but on the sign with at
But
the
on the
bus stop.
sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why we ended up there. But I mean, it wasn't too bad. It was nice to see. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
okay. But yeah, that was one obstacle. And also, I mean, taking the bus in the city center, you're stuck in traffic, and traffic there is really bad. So sometimes it's
Yeah.
even better to walk. Like one time we thought about like, okay, we don't want to walk home. Let's take the bus. But I think we ended up 20 minutes in the bus, and we moved about 500 meters. And then at the end we said, okay, and like so we go out, we just walk. It takes too long.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess
So
if you're tired of walking or if you really can't walk to that location, right, or destination, is metro a good option in Rome to use? I mean, better than bus maybe?
yeah, you can take the metro. It's also always full because Rome
Mm,
doesn't have a lot of metro lines. They only have, I think, about
yeah.
three or something. It's because the city is so old, and when they build something underground, they always like discover something, I don't know,
Something.
from the old Roman Empire, and then they can't
Yeah.
build it like there. And yeah, it's really complicated in Rome.
Yeah.
But you can take it. Yeah, I mean, the metro is running every couple of minutes, and if you really want to travel like far distances, you can do it. Yeah,
Yeah. Because
it's
the only
just
time I
the
took
full, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's
The only
okay.
time I took metro was when I wanted to travel from the Centrale station to Colosseum because my hotel was near the train station of Rome, which is the
Mm-hmm.
main train station. So we stayed there and we wanted to go to Colosseum. So that's why metro was more suitable for us to take the ride. And also, I think that Trevi Fountain or that area has its own metro station. So we went there as well by metro. So of course, these are popular places. So that's why the stations are there. But yes, I agree. Walking is much more better to explore the city, right? I mean, if you really want to see the locals, local area, culture, and maybe you want to try to interact with locals as well.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we walked there. I don't know. We're German. Germans are crazy with walking. They walk basically everywhere. We noticed this already when we traveled also other countries, like Mexico. Everybody was looking at us like, "Why are you walking?"
Even I prefer to walk. I mean, I'm not sure why. Maybe I think it's much easier to control your way, right? I mean, if you're lost in bus or if you're stuck in traffic or same with metro, if it's full, then if the places are approachable, I think walking gives you more pleasure and exploring. And maybe we are
Yeah,
going
yeah,
as tourists, so that's why.
yeah. That's the thing. And also, as you said before, you can get the feeling of the city much better. I think it's
Yes.
so much better. But I mean, Rome is walkable. I mean, you walk a lot of steps because there's a lot of things to see. But one thing we did, which I think everybody should do if they have time in a couple of days in Rome, they should maybe
Hmm.
focus each day on one area. Like one area would be, for example, the Colosseum and the Forum Romanum, where you
Yeah.
can walk there, and also Aventine Hill. And another day you can do the city center with the Pantheon, the Trevi Fountain, with Piazza Navona. Another day you can do the Vatican City and Castel San Angelo. Like just do a little bit of areas in the
Yeah.
city, and then I mean you still walk a lot, but you do not walk as much if you would say, okay, I want to do one day the
Mm-hmm.
Colosseum and then Vatican City, because they're like a little bit further away from each other.
Yeah.
And if you
Yeah.
focus on one area at a day, you have much less steps.
Yeah, I think it's a good point because if you focus on one area, you can cover locations in that area, of course, by walking, and you won't feel as tired as compared to if you go to Colosseum, then you're looking to go to Vatican City on the same day, then it's like way to and fro happening, and you're not actually experiencing the place. You're just going there, touch the base, going back, take some photo, and then running away. So I think it's
Yeah,
better to
exactly.
focus region wise, spend some time, just observe and learn what exactly is that place. And yeah, I think it's a good
Yeah.
option to have.
Yeah. If you're there a couple of days, I think it's the best option. But
Hmm.
if you up there only one day, like you did, then of course maybe take the metro to like cover the distance,
Yeah,
so you can
yeah,
see actually the places.
correct, correct, agreed. And if I talk about Ila, traveling to these locations, is there a specific time of the day? I know it depends on the season as well, whether you're going in winters or summers, but what time do you suggest, keeping in mind the weather as well as the crowd that would come usually to these places? So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so as I already said, it doesn't matter which time of the year you go to Rome, you probably have always a lot of tourists. Maybe in, I don't
Yeah.
know, December, January, probably a little bit less than you would have in April or June or July. But still, it's just one of those cities where tourists are always there. And also a
Yeah.
lot of people live there in Rome. I mean, it's a big city where a lot of people live. But yeah, I mean, it's still enjoyable, even with all the crowds. You just have to know how to get around them. And for example, the Trevi Fountain. That's something, I mean, you hear a lot of advice, like go there at 6 a.m., go there, I don't know, at
Yes.
11.
Yeah.
I don't know, you can do that, but there still probably will be people. You won't have it
Yeah.
to your own.
Yeah.
We've been there around 8, and it was okay for us. I mean, there have already been a couple of people, and it was a bit crowded, but it was okay. I mean, we still get to enjoy the Trevi Fountain. We were
Mm-hmm.
able to see everything we wanted to see. We were also able to get our pictures without too many people in there, at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's okay. And just one thing, like for Romanum, get there really early, when it opens, and also maybe
Mm-hmm.
go inside from the side entrance. There's a main entrance and the side entrance, and the side entrance is
Mm-hmm.
usually less crowded. And also Colosseum, you will get a time slot. So when you book the
Yes.
ticket, you have to also book a
Yeah.
time slot for the Colosseum. We went to the Colosseum around 12:15, something like that. So in the middle of the day, it was really full. We thought maybe the people are at lunch around that time. They're not. They're also inside of the Colosseum. So yeah, maybe it's better to get like times right before it closes or right when it opens. But for us,
Yeah.
there was no option in the morning. It was already booked out. So we had to take something in the middle of the day. Um, and yeah, I mean, Vatican also, right when it opens, probably a little bit less crowded. But yeah, I mean, the Vatican, they has a long line to the St. Peter's Basilica,
Yeah.
but it moves really
Yeah.
fast. When we got there, it was like the whole way around, and we thought, my God, it will take us hours, but it took
Mm-hmm.
us 20 minutes, and it was a really long line.
Hmm. Okay.
And yeah, one other thing, if you want to go to the Vatican Museum, you have to book tickets at least 2 months before.
Two
Otherwise, you
months.
won't
Oh,
get
okay.
tickets. 2 months. Yeah, I didn't know that as well when I visited. I wanted to go in there last time we went, but we had no chance to get the tickets because, I mean, we had chances to get tickets from, I don't know, Get Your Guide or other third seller parties, but they were so expensive. I said, no, I don't pay that, because when you get the ticket right from the Vatican Museum, it costs 20 euros. But if you get it from third seller party, it costs around 80. And I was like, no,
Okay.
that's like
Eight
the
zero, you're
difference
saying
is too
80 euros.
80. Yeah, 80 euros. So
Interesting.
I said, no, that's nothing for me. I don't want to pay that. So I have to go just a third time to Rome, book the tickets early. So yeah, 20 euros, but yeah, at least 2 months in advance. If you really want to go in there and see the Sixtine Chapel or something like all the
Yeah.
other paintings they have in there, you have to book really, really early.
Got it. Interesting. I mean, I wasn't aware that I'm of that much waiting to get even the good price as well for Vatican. So
Yeah,
that's really
yeah.
good to know.
And my family, they recommended, if it's possible, it's even nice to have to go in there at night. So sometimes they
Oh,
open at
is
night
it open?
or in the
Is it
evening.
open?
Sometimes, yeah, yeah. The
Okay.
Vatican Museum, they do it sometimes. Or yeah, I don't know, go there around 7 or 8, 9.
Yeah.
Then there are probably less people. I mean, that's something that my family told me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if you have the chance
Got
to do
it.
it.
That's good because I remember. I mean, for Colosseum, I mean, of course, we can't go inside of it at night, but you can still roam around the outside arena and just see and enjoy time. But yeah, good to know about Vatican as well. I mean, if they have some days or some months in which they open it at night. So yeah, good to know. Great.
Yeah, also, maybe one thing I also just remembered,
Yeah.
Rome has also sometimes days where they open for free. The Vatican Museum, also,
Okay.
I think the Pantheon is something they have sometimes for free. You just have to check the days. I think it's some of them are on the first week of the month, and some are on the last weekend or last Sunday of the month.
Hmm.
So if you don't want to spend much money on it, you can check those days if you can enter there. But of course, those days are usually even more crowded than the other
Of
days.
course, I was about to say it would be even
Yeah.
more crowded because everyone would have thought something on those lines to enter the that place. Yeah. And I think it all depends. I mean, how we want to go. I mean, if we can manage the crowd, we can choose those points or days to go. And yeah, I think good to know these things as well. And of course, it all depends which place we are visiting, right? So basis that you can see if it's good to go early or if you need to book a ticket, then you will get slots. Or maybe there are some locations where you might need to travel, even like to visit at night as well. So all dependent upon the on that place where you want to or where you wish to visit. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
great, great. And Ila, anything you can refer or recommend on the budgeting tips if somebody is going to Rome? Something on the budget line? We
Mm.
can share something. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you go a little bit further outside of the city center, you of course get the cheaper hotels, Airbnbs, whatever. But it's just something that you have to consider. Do you want to commute every day into the city center,
Hmm.
or
Yeah.
do you
Yeah.
like prefer pay a little bit more for the accommodation, but don't have to commute? That's something maybe to consider. And also, what is for food? I mean, there are cheaper options where you can go, like for example, the restaurants Pasta Eat or Pasta Shuta. They have like cheaper pasta for a couple of euros. I think it's all of the things at Pasta Eat were for under 10 euros. So those are cheaper food options, but of course you can also have the more expensive ones. But in total, I think Rome is fine. Also the pizza, I talked before, the restaurant where we went, you were also able to get a pizza for under 10 euros, a whole pizza for yourself. And it was also
Okay.
really fine. Yeah, those are maybe things, but if you really want to stay in budget and say, okay, this time I don't want to pay that much for food, for example, there's maybe also consider the option just going into the supermarket, get a panini and some, I don't know, cheese there and just eat it somewhere at a nice place. That's also an option
Yeah.
if you don't want to go to a restaurant. Or also you can buy pasta and, I don't know, tomato sauce in the supermarket and cook it in your Airbnb if you say you want to stay
Hmm.
more in budget.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's up to you. I mean, Rome has a lot of restaurants, as I
Yeah.
said.
Totally up
I
to us
mean,
how much we want to spend and what's our
yeah,
baseline for the finance, right? So yeah.
yeah, yeah. They're cheap options. I mean, you can see a lot of things in Rome for free, like St. Peter's Basilica, Aventine Hill, there where you also have a nice view over Rome. You can go to Villa Borghese, which is a big park, really
Mm-hmm.
nice. You can spend some time there. So Rome has a lot of activities you can do actually for free, where you don't have to pay. But also, yeah, Rome has activities where you have to pay, like the Vatican Museum if you want to go inside, or the Roman Forum. But all of them, for me, I think they're still in the mid-budget range. They're not that expensive that you say, okay, it's too much, except if you get tickets for 80 euros for the Vatican Museum. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, yeah, that's up to you. I said I don't want to pay the third stellar parties because the difference for me was too much, 20 euros to 80
Yeah,
euros.
correct.
That was for me too much, where I said, no, I won't do that. But
Hmm.
Rome is a city where you can totally stay with a mid budget.
Got it. Got it. Good to know. Good to know, Ila. What else? Would you happen to share something around the local culture? I mean, is there any particular tradition or festivals that happen in Rome? Just a thought, if you know
Mm,
something around it. Yeah.
not sure about local festivals actually.
Hmm.
I mean, when we went there, there was like a special day at the Pantheon. They had a special mass at the Pantheon. But apart from that, I actually don't know if there's like a really special thing, tradition where you should be there.
Yeah. Even I haven't heard it. I mean, from my side as well.
Yeah.
But just wanted to see if you know something more apart from me.
No,
Yeah.
I know that sometimes they do some um things where they like talk about the history of Rome with like the
Okay.
Roman Empire and stuff, and maybe also they have like a small theater sometimes at the place where Julius Caesar, the empire of the
But yes,
Roman,
I
yeah,
I heard about it. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
They
where they
reenact the same. Yeah.
show how he got killed and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
apart from that, I don't know if there's like a really special thing where you should go.
Mm,
Or maybe
yeah.
I think what would be nice is actually the 2nd of July
Okay.
is the national holiday of Italy. There they have like also airplanes like running the city with like, with the
Yes,
flag,
I saw it on
with the
Instagram.
colors.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe that's something if you really want to see and enjoy, but apart from that, I don't know.
got it, got it. No, I think it helps. I mean, just wanted to check, as I
Yeah.
said, if there is something special happening. Yeah, just like something happens in Venice, right? I mean, that Venice festival or something on those
Yeah.
lines. I
Yeah,
think
I
that is
think
quite unique.
Rome doesn't have that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know
great,
what you mean.
great,
Yeah.
perfect. Let me see if I missed anything. I think I covered everything, Neil. I think we were able to capture everything I wanted to know on those questions. But apart from that, Ela, anything else you want to share or anything else you want to talk about Rome, maybe? Yeah.
I think I've covered also everything. But yeah, just maybe when said like maybe it's a cliche that like if you go to Italy, you just go to Rome, but Rome is so worth it. So if you go there, especially the first time, it really is a great city. But of course, there are also many other places in Italy where you can go. So if you have more time in Italy, maybe don't just go to Rome. Maybe also go to
Yeah.
other places. I don't know. The Tuscany is also really nice.
Yes.
I've been to
Yes.
Sardinia this year. Also really, really beautiful, nice beaches. Liguria. There's so many other places in Italy which are less known, but still worth the time to visit.
And I saw your post and reels as well on that recent place
Yeah,
you visited. So I think that really would help someone who is looking to travel or would like to know these places that are there in Italy because they're not that famous as compared to like Venice, Rome, Milan, Tuscany. But good to know these places also exist and they're also approachable and they have good spots to visit too.
yeah,
So yeah.
definitely. So yeah, my family is from Liguria, from Genova.
Oh, okay.
So still have family there, and that's why I also visit this area a lot. Also, in the
Yeah.
past, I visited a lot. So yeah, if somebody has a question also to the other places, they can always text me on Instagram, ask questions, and I'm more than happy to help.
Got it. Good to know. Perfect, Leela. One last thing, maybe I just want to try with you, and I think it was not mentioned in the chat, but if you want to describe Rome in a couple of lines within your own words, how would that be? Yeah,
Yeah, Rome is for me a really unique city. The vibe, the people, the feeling you get in the city, it's it's breathtaking for me. Yeah, I love it there. I really feel welcome, even though I'm not from there. I feel welcome. They're open. Yeah, it's really,
agreed,
really, really nice.
agreed. I know,
And with
and
all
I
the
think
history,
sometimes, yeah, yeah, totally agreed. Yeah,
really
good
special.
to know, Ela. Yeah, great. I think I'm good, Ela. But anything else? Or are we good for today from your end too? I don't want to just keep you here on the weekend or Saturday.
Now, from my
Yeah.
end, it's also. Good. Thank you for your time. It was really
No,
nice
great.
talking
I
to you.
think, and especially thanks to Ila for taking your time and sharing these thoughts. I think it really helps me and people who would see this podcast, right? Just to know about Rome, how actually you would feel and experience from your eyes, basically, and your tips as well. So again, thank you so much for taking your time, Ila, and it was really
Thank
good to
you.
connect with you, and hope to talk to you soon in future.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe for some other
Thank you.
place.
Yeah. If you have any other questions, you can always text.
For sure. And one last thing, Ela, if you so you might have seen in my post, I basically create a thumbnail, where I take a photo of the guest and write some content around it. So if
Mm-hmm.
you can just share a couple of, or maybe just a single portrait photo of yours, which I can use it in that thumbnail image for the post, that would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Perfect. Great. All right. Thank you so much again, Ela. You have a wonderful
Thank you.
weekend. Take some rest, enjoy your time there,
Yes.
and
Thank
you have
you.
a good one. Thank you so much for your
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
You too.
All right.
See you.
Bye. See you. Bye.